Inland Empire Girl by Juanita E. Mantz. That's me, Jen. I am an Inland Empire girl. Born in Great Falls, Montana, I moved here when I was 3. I am an OG 909er who loves her hometown. I grew up in Ontario. Now I live in San Bernardino. I came home after years of running. Houston, LA, San Francisco. I came home to find myself. I came home to love myself. I came home to remember that I am an Inland Empire girl. Buy the book and you can hear the rest. Stay well. Have a great day.
Song for San Bernardino. The pain shall pass, but the beauty shall remain. Rinne. I've not gone to confession since early childhood, lost to St. Bernardine's Church in downtown San Bernardino, as I've been for many years since abandoning the city of my birth at the age of 13, trading religion in the Inland Empire for the guiltless desert. Now there are so many canyons, secrets to unfold. I used to explore with my brothers and dad through the fire-singed cottonwoods along the Santa Ana River bottom, where ancient waters from hidden seeps in the old volcano, Mount San Gorgonio, the towers above our town. During my childhood, we could barely see its peak through the smog. Coyote weeps as the mountain stirs again, so much smoke in his eyes, so much violence in the sky. His tears join the river of lost souls. I once knew only Catholic dreams, fueled by Spaniards spread across the land, with the blood of American Indians, crosses everywhere, 18th century Assistencia in Redlands, next to a mental hospital, the rise of Catholics and Mormons in Anglo-European ways, on, the blood shed then and now. San Bernardino, city of my birth, forgotten city of dreams, forsaken city of Hell's Angels, the first McDonald's on East Street, the Rolling Stones at Swing Auditorium, the All-American city where fault zones meet, where the arrowhead points down to my hometown, flowing and overflowing with the blood of all the world, of all the old secret stories, buried untold. So much to excavate from beneath this toxic river, Santa Ana, buried as it is now, by freeway overpasses, by irritating helicopters, news camera, the internet, the world hovering above our town, SWAT teams on the way, but chemicals and bullets and religious ideologies gone mad erupt in our town, haunting us with their forever half-lives. Silent night is our love song this season, and the cycles of our river go on, harmonizing flood and drought, the rise and fall, Christmas decorations in the conference hall. Lose their shine, people lose their lives when religion is not enough, when religion weighs too much. December is fat this year. Gentle snow on the mountains, deep shadows in the foothills, cars on rivers of freeways, flowing day and night, from the mountains through our suffering to the promising sea. The Virgin Mary I once loved and knew, outside the confessional booth at St. Bernardine's Church, is still painted blue. In memory of the victims of the San Bernardino terrorist shooting on December 2nd, 2015.
Three drops balanced on an elm leaf, a flame-singed tip. Scent of incense floated through the gambling hall at 19 3rd Street. Asian coins clinked, opium pipes. Ah Wing and Jim Kang washed laundry, cooked, and were houseboys. Almost desert town and a valley of smoke. Intruders tolerated. Then lower wages as California crashed in 1875. believed earnings sent to China hurt San Bernardino's economy. Jim and others were forced to move outside the city limits. 3rd Street between Arrowhead Avenue and Sierra Way became a world of ink bottles, Chinese porcelain bowls, and traditional cures in small glass vials. I never knew there was a Chinatown in San Bernardino. 3 drops balanced on an elm leaf, a flame-singed tip. She arrived in 1878 covered in red and gold embroidered brocade robe. Kuan Yin, a Buddhist goddess of healing and compassion. She refrained from entering nirvana to aid the displaced. I will not reach final liberation until all other beings have been liberated. Bells, singing bowls, and chants whirled. 3 drops balanced on an elm leaf, a flame-singed tip. Wang Nim became the mayor of Chinatown and built brick buildings surrounded by groceries, chop suey restaurants, and mercantile shops. Wang Nim created a temple home for Kuan Yin, a place of pilgrimage. Wondered why so many people traveled far. Chinese gardens established east of Waterman Avenue and Baseline. Horses clopped when farmers brought their produce to town, waited to purchase. 3 drops balanced on an elm leaf, a flame-singed tip. I talked to a woman yesterday at Cal State. She said, God the Father also has God the Mother. Her name is Jerusalem. All are born of the Mother, the Spirit, Trinity, and the bride. Mother, say come. I walked away. 3 drops balanced on an elm leaf, a flame-singed tip. Fire destroyed Chinatown in the 1920s. Kuan Yin still resides. 3 drops balanced on an elm leaf, a flame-singed tip. Thank you.
Strange Spirits of the San Bernardino Desert by Christine Chatterton. Strange spirits of the San Bernardino Desert. We went out to the desert thinking there would not be much to see. What could live out here, we wondered, in the dry arroyos and rocky hills? What could there be? Little did we realize the desert was alive with the spirits of giants and creatures big and small, and spirits of long years past, and even some with no shape at all. As we walked among monoliths of rock and on high flat-topped buttes, suddenly I spied 2 rock giants sleeping, but they paid us no mind. One was in a cave and one on a hillside. We walked past the Dr. Seuss trees, spreading limbs every which way. They are called Joshua trees, or so they say. We came to a stream where no water would flow. Among cactus and sagebrush was a sight to see along the way. Our notion that the land was dead was wrong. We now could tell. The desert was in full bloom with colors of pink and blue and yellow. We saw caterpillars by the hundreds with green and yellow stripes, climbing, eating, wiggling all around me, taking care to walk around them so as not to dash their hopes to become butterflies, to finally be free. As we walked until we reached a wall of rock blocking our way, we stood in awe at the pictures so very old, made long ago by warriors' hands to show that they were there and show a story that they told. We could almost hear a beating drum and a song upon the wind, and we knew that ancient spirits still dwelt among those rocks, their story to begin. The final thing we saw that day was a strange and wondrous sight, a burning bush with the spirit flame wavering in a dance of light. I am not lying when I say I said a little prayer and hummed a little hymn. We walked around the bush to see if light refracted through the limbs. The flame burned real but cool and not consuming. I know the desert is alive, and there are more spirits there to see than we were assuming.
My name is Adam Daniel Martinez, and this poem is called Easter Sunday. We own land. By land, I mean several plots for passing. Solving mysteries near mausoleums in spring. There is sun, there are occasional clouds and a cool breeze. All is quiet and calm. Pinwheels spin while pink, yellow, and white petals on tulips twitch and jiggle over neatly trimmed grass surrounding memorial plaques. Every Easter, I, with my mother and father, bring flowers to my mother's mother and father, Grandma Katie and Grandpa Mago. My great-grandfather, her grandfather, his father-in-law, was a sheriff deputy of San Bernardino County in the 40s or 50s. Frank F. Delgado is news to me. He kept my city safe from my grandfather to raise my mother to raise me. My mother told me Mago changed after Grandma Katie died. Every Easter, Grandma Katie told Mago not to cut the grass so the kids could hunt for eggs, but he hated the mess. When Grandma Katie died, he stopped cutting it, and his grandkids would visit to search for pastel-colored eggs filled with confetti and break them on each other's heads.